Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I was at Walmart this weekend. That's a shocker because I tend to go there a good bit. We were on the spray paint aisle and we ran into these glue dots in a dispenser, a roller dispenser. And I was like, okay, I have to try these and let everybody know how they work, because I'm going to tell you something. I love glue dots, but one of the things I don't like about glue dots is the pain it is to get them off the paper. You guys know what I'm talking about? How a pain it is to roll that little roll out and then try to get that one piece off, and I'm hoping that these will change that. Now this little guy right here, I'm trying to hold it at an angle so the glare's off. This one is repositionable. This is in the red roller, and it says it's repositionable, removes without damage. It can hang signs, secure rugs. It bonds to virtually any surface, is what it says. Instant, no dry time, no mess, no drips or spills, easy press and roll. I'm so interested. Now this says it's for indoor use. You get 125 dots, and it says here it can hold up to 2 pounds. So interesting, huh? We'll look on the back and it's going to give us instructions on how to use it. But for now, I'm not going to look at that part. I just want to tell you what it says you can use it on, which is on this list. It says you can use it on metal, wood, glass, plastic, paper, drywall, wallpaper, cinder block. Y'all know what that is? That's like a concrete block. Photos, cardboard, chipboard, poster board, foam core, laminate, acrylic, and stainless steel. So it says you can use it on a whole lot of stuff. It also says you can use it to secure rugs, temporarily hang signs, posters, photos, replace pins and tacks, school projects, office presentations, and more. I'm really excited. I hope these work as well as I think they will. Now it does say at the bottom, test before use. Repositionable glue, is that how you say that? Repositionable, yep, glue dots may cause damage to some surfaces when applied or removed. So you do want to test them out a little bit on whatever you're going to put them on. So that's this one, that's the reposition one, and this one is advanced strength permanent bond. Now my Walmart only had these two, and I don't know if there are other kinds, but this is the two that they had. I bought both that they had. This one says it's secure trim, repair tile. That's what you can do with it. It's a permanent bond, bonds virtually every surface. Same information here on this side, but this one you get 125 dots. Is for indoor use, but it can hold up to 8 pounds, it says. Interesting. Has the same items listed as what you can use it on and what the uses are. It also tells you to test them first. So let's open them up and see what they look like. Let's start with the repositionable ones. And tear this dude out of here. I just thought these were really cool. If you guys have seen these or used them, tell me what you're using them for. Or if you've seen them before, let me know. I think this is this could be really, really good for us. Could be something I really love. So this is the dispenser. It's about 1 inch thick. It's pretty thick. I like that. Feels good in your hand because it's nice and meaty. It has this little piece, the protective piece that comes off the front, so we'll take that off. You've probably seen those before. Then this is the place where it releases the glue dots. Now what I want to do is I want to kind of roll this and see. There is one right there. I'm going to see if you guys can see that glue dot, which is right here. It's pretty large. The dot in here, let me just measure real quick. That's a 1/2 inch. That's a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. I mean, that's a 1/2 inch circle dot. That's a pretty good dot. Let's see what happens when we put it on some paper. I was trying to decide what paper it would show up good on. I'm going to try this dark blue and see what we get. So I'm going to roll this out. And it came off instantly. Now, one thing it did do was it sort of stretched, because it was 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch on there, but now it's almost 3/4 of an inch by 1/2 inch. So it stretched out when it came out. It's fairly sticky. Remember, this is the repositionable one, so this is not as sticky as what traditional glue dots feel like. I'm going to come right underneath it and see what happens when I do it again. I'm just barely touching it to the page. And that one did not stretch out as bad. I think maybe I stretched it when I pressed down. Now, I don't know if there's a learning curve for this or not. Now, the interesting thing is it just drops them off and you just stop. That is so cool how that does that. It doesn't, they have enough distance between them. I probably shouldn't do this, but they have enough distance between them that they don't continue. So you're not picking up 2 and 3 in one pass. You literally are getting one at a time. Now let's see what it does for sticking this paper together. So I'm just going to tear some from the bottom here. And I'm going to stick it just to this top one that we put down and see what that's like. So I stuck that down. Now we know how much it said it can hold. I'm going to pull it and let you watch as I pull. Did you see how that went? It was pretty good. I mean, you can tell that's a temporary adhesive. It didn't mess up the back of the page. That's cool. So let's do it again and pull. So that's pretty good. Let's see how well it rolls off. That's pretty good. I mean, that's about how any old glue dot does. And you just roll it off, and you can see it's just like a glue dot. It is a glue dot, so I should say it is just like a glue dot. So this is the temporary bond. I like this. This is pretty good. Let's see what the permanent bond looks like. So now I have the glue dot facing up. I don't know if this will show up on camera. This glue dot is much more yellow than the temporary bond one. I'm going to put them side by side and see if you can see that at all. I don't know if that's going to show. But this one, which is the temporary, is clear, more clear. This one is more yellow. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so we'll take the temporary away and keep working with the permanent. Now I'm going to come up here and just roll one out and see what we get. Pretty good. There it is. I'm going to see what it feels like. Now that's much stickier. Can you see what that one's doing? Much stickier than the temporary. That's a good thing. And then let's go ahead and stick a piece of paper to it. Even though I've already touched it and probably took some of the sticky off, but let's see how it feels and do the little pull test. Oh, that bad boy's on there, y'all. It didn't tear the paper, but that guy stuck. Did you see that? I'm going to do it again. I'm holding this part down and pulling. Oh, wow. That is really stuck down there. Good deal. Let's try rolling this one off and see what we get. Oh, it's so sticky. Okay. I can make this one roll off, and it's going away with nothing left. But that one was much, much harder to roll off. Remember, this one's the permanent bond, so it's not made for doing that. It's not one that you can take off, but it did come off. It maybe tore the paper a little bit on the back side. Not really bad. Just some little rough edges. But again, this is the one you're thinking of when you want a permanent bond. Now, something else I want to do on this one is I'm going to run it continuously just to let you see how many come out in what length. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 inches long, okay? I'm going to roll it from here to here, and we'll see how many come out in 4 inches. So I'm just putting it to the edge of my paper and rolling. Okay, so I missed something. Something skipped. I don't know if it was missing glue dots or I'm not sure what that was, but in a 4-inch pull, I got these two, one, and then these two. So that's interesting. What I want to do now is do that right next to it so we can get a feel for if it was correct or not. So I'm going to put it on the edge again, and then I'm going to roll it and see what we get. Okay, I think I did something wrong that time because now you can see that we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, whereas before we got the 5 with the skip. But to be honest with you, I don't think we'll use glue dots in a row manner anyway. I think we'd be more likely to use just a single glue dot. So that was just to kind of show you how they come out. Let's do that with the temporary one too so you can see how they come out. We'll slide this up so you can see. We'll put this at the edge and let's just see what happens in that same length. There we go. So you saw that happen, and this one lifted up a little bit. But pretty much the same. So in about a 4-inch spread, you get about 6 glue dots. Just to let you see how that works. These guys are great. I already knew I loved glue dots, but just the fact that now I can get them on a roller, a dispenser, is awesome. I also love that you get 125 in each one. That's a lot of glue dots in there. It seems like it's not very much. They're very compact. They have this little protective cover, which I love, so you're not going to mess any up. Can you imagine taking these to crops? These are perfect for crops. No more of the tweezer or the craft pick. Remember how many times you've had to take the craft pick on the glue dot paper and get it off? I don't think you're ever going to have to do that again with these guys. I don't remember what I paid for these. I will get my receipt and put the price on the screen here for you to see how much these were. And if for some reason you don't have a Walmart or can't get out to one, I'll try to find a link to these so that you can purchase them online. I am very happy about these. I can't wait to start using these in some of our projects and see how they look. If you have questions about them, since I have them in my hands, ask the questions below and I'll test it out and see what we get. Alright guys, I know this is a little different video for us today, but it's President's Day, my kids are out of school, my husband's off work, and I thought this would be a fun one for us to do, and then I can spend a little more time with them today. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.